Yo, you know we had to hit y'all with another one on how the rappers in the music industry are going flat. Their pockets are no longer fat, they're anorexic. Yeah, you know what that mean.
What was your contract situation like with Bad Boy?
The contract, if I could remember, we got like $20,000. That's it. All I remember seeing was about $20,000. And we had to take taxes out of that. So that's like, what, 13? So it ain't nothing. It was just the TV and the fame that we were getting. The fans, the foundation, we were getting that. But we ain't was getting no money. That contract, no money. And everything that we write gets published in his kid's name and his mom's name. So we don't get none of that.
So all y'all
finessed the songs that they wrote and published went in his name, Diddy name, and his kid's name. So Diddy made generational wealth off of signing these artists. That's the reason he signed any talent to Bad Boy. That's why you never hear about none of them no more. Bad Boy don't even really exist. Despite him being locked up, forget that. I'm saying even before he got locked up. Who was the last Bad Boy artist? MGK? And he had to change from a rapper to a weirdo rock star, or whatever we want to call him. Man, talk about getting jugged. Diddy knew what he was doing. That was worse than the 360 deal. That's a 720 deal.
Publishing is going to his mom and kids.
Yeah, I mean, but that's genius work because like that's how business works sometimes, you know. Don't get it in your name, put it in someone else's name because it don't come back to you. You know how that shit work.
Yup, he avoided lawsuits too. Can't sue him because he don't own it.
So it's genius, but it's up for the artists, the people who really work hard for their craft and their gift. You know, we don't see any residual, we don't see anything. You know, it's still a struggle. You know, we writing these hits, these singles, but we still struggling to pay our rent and put food in our refrigerator. That's the part about it.
Let me explain something to you. It'd be multiple reasons why rappers go broke. You know what I'm saying? Because they put their all in their music and they think that's what's gonna take them forever. They don't understand it's a phase. One, they don't have nothing to fall back on. They feel like that shit gonna be forever. And another reason to be broke too was because they too much is trying to keep up with the Joneses. They too much trying to show what they got, trying to prove something. But I'm gonna tell you something, being real and really actually having it. The last thing you want is for everybody to know you got it. Focus on the business aspect of life. Like if you get money out of music, use that to make an avenue of other shit.
See him, Cartel Bo, he's smart. He got a trucking company, right? And people, I don't know his music to be real. They be like, if you making so much off rap, why you got a trucking company? Because he be putting reels up saying, hey, look, I'm looking to hire. I'm paying X amount of dollars per week, X per month. And the comment section be flooded with people that don't understand. He's seizing the moment using his name, but still focused on business so he can have something that lasts forever. Music is all temporary. As long as you hot, cool, you getting booked, the money coming in. But as soon as you fall off, as soon as you can't produce another hit record, them phone calls stop. Those emails stop. Nobody checking for you. Nobody trying to book you. Now you haven't been paid in months. When you do get paid, you getting a couple $100 for a show, couple $100 for a verse here and there. I know because I deal with these type of artists that only get $1,500 on a good day. That were popping at one point. They were getting 20, 30, 40,000 a show. You got to be smart in this game. And like you said, you really don't want people to know you got it because guess what? Now you're a target. Let them think you broke. Whole time, you Chamillionaire. Chamillionaire still get talked about because he got into tech and he running it up now. Ain't nobody trying to harm him. They not even worried about him because he's not in the public. He's behind the scenes. He don't got to worry about money. He don't got to go do no shows or get on Love and Hip Hop or nothing like that. Now look, Sean Cotton from Say Cheese TV is about to talk about how the fans, they already know that most rappers are broke now. It's not hidden no more. It's right front and center.
I remember back in high school we were looking at Soulja Boy back then like, how the did you do that? It's no more to it. Yeah. The fans, they've caught up on game. Like the other day I heard two young guys, they're talking about how much an artist's advance was and how much Young Boy did. Like the fans are they know so much now. Yeah. It's no more awe factor to it. The fans have caught up. They're not dumb. They know 98% of rappers are broke. The fans know they've caught up. The information is out. And I feel like the next superstar that breaks is going to be from the street, and then it's going to come to the internet like Kodak. When Kodak blew up, he already had Skrilla in the club going crazy. Yeah. And he was being booked from Georgia to Miami constantly. And he had a region behind him. Right. But when you kind of blow up on the internet, they can create the narrative for you. Anybody could say Polo G fell off, and then now that's a whole narrative. Yeah. So I feel like the fans are the reason why rap is dead.
The fans play a part because they're not loyal to the artist no more. They pretty much jump bandwagon to bandwagon. They tell you crash out, slide for Vine, for example, then you do that. Then they look at you like you stupid. You threw your life away, they move on to the next artist. Ain't nobody showing up at Dirt Trial. His fan base pretty much gone. Unless he come home. And artists themselves play their part. Why do I say that? Let me explain. The music is not lifelong lasting music. There's no longevity in it. It sounds like the next artist. And I say this on all these videos because it's true. Everybody sound like everybody. A new rapper come out today. All he got to do is fit into this sound, get 100,000 plays per month on Spotify, and the label gonna give him a deal. But that artist won't last, can't even get booked. Boosie's still popping because he make that pain music. He can still go clean up on the road and off features because he got music that it might have been a point in time where you was feeling those emotions that he was spitting in them songs. And you could play it right now and still feel those same emotions, or it's like a time capsule almost, for lack of better words. It take you back to that time when you was going through that. It's a lot of memories. It's an emotional connection to that. These days, it's not really that with the music. It's just flex music. Everybody talking about how much money they got, degrading women, the women degrading the men. How long y'all think that's gonna last? It's YN music. The people that's in their late 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, they can't even be fans of the music. And the YNs don't got no money for real. You think they buying records? Think they gonna come to the show? If they come to the show, they trying to rob you for that chain, buddy.
So a normal artist, even though the streams look good and you'll see them a lot on DSPs, on Apple Music or Spotify, you'll see them a lot. That doesn't transition a lot financially. The finances come from doing shows for artists. When you see an artist on tour, when you see an artist moving around getting booked, that's where the money comes from. That's where they get the bulk of their money from. And so that's what I spoke about earlier, me being able to build up a show catalog. That means, so, you know, anytime I'm booked, I can charge whatever premium. That's the money. But you got to get, I don't know how many billions of streams to get 5, 10, 20,000. That just, it doesn't make any sense right there. So you use that as means to get the word out, to spread the message, and then you try to perform it, you know, as we just saw. I think Tyler just dropped his album, but how he kind of presented it, he, you know, the rollout. I think the rollout means a lot, but it doesn't transition as much as it does as far as streams, as far as finance, it doesn't translate.
What he's meaning is it doesn't translate to $1. It does not translate to a decent enough check that you can pay your bills and take care of yourself and your family. You got to get billions of streams to get a couple thousand. Don't take that lightly. Billions of streams. Most people struggling with getting millions of streams, let alone the big B's. You got to really look at it like the mixtape game. You would put a mixtape out on DatPiff, live mixtapes, whatever site you want to release it on. It would be for free. You didn't care about how many streams it got. That was to get the message out or to get the songs out to the fans so that they could come to the shows, right? Then you could perform all mixtape songs at the shows. You use the mixtapes or the music, these days EPs, singles, your albums, to get those fans to know the songs, to come to the shows. It's a funnel. Next up, music mogul Ray Daniels will give his take on artists being broke and explain why he feels that musicians are broke in 2026.
Rap is in a really hard place right now. Really, really hard. Like, I promise y'all, whatever y'all think these rappers making, there's only probably 20 rappers that's really making money right now. Like, and that's the Futures, the J. Cole's, the Drakes, like the Kendricks. Those guys making money. But I'm telling you, those other guys, the mid-level guys, I promise you, they money. They probably out here doing features for $3,000 right now. So, you know, a lot of people probably down. A lot of people blew their money. The one thing about hip-hop is we spent the money like it wasn't going to, like, never going to stop. And it stopped. And now niggas is going through it and down and like feeling bad. I always say this to people. The only thing worse than living in the cold, like the freezing cold your entire life, is getting invited into the hot weather to see what that feels like and then sent back to the cold.
In other words, you make it from the bottom to the top just to go right back down to the bottom. There's no worse feeling than that. You're better off never even experiencing the hot, being hot, or making it to the top. Yeah, artists blew that money without thinking twice. They just blowing through checks. What they say? Spend a check and get it back. Now they can't get it back. Artists getting dropped from labels left and right. Don't sleep on what he said. He said about only 20 artists are making money right now. 20 rappers out of thousands of artists. And these are the A-list artists that everybody know. If you a B-list, C-list artist or below, probably don't got no money for real.
Absolutely, nigga. I'm poor. So I'm selling out my shit I don't really like, to make money so I can pay my bills. Alright? Life has been rough. Life has been tough. Life done hit me left and right. My car's getting in accidents, all types of shit. So, that's just what it is.
Now listen, if you want to know the real reason that most artists are poor, I kind of talked about it at the beginning. Those 360 deals. You don't know what a 360 deal is? Listen up.
Guys, the music industry isn't broke, but most artists are. Let me tell you why. 360 deals. These give the label a piece of everything: music, touring, merch, brand deals, and more. The idea is to recoup their investment from multiple sources, not just recorded music. It could be worth it if they're offering a serious backing, but it also means they're involved in every corner of your business. And that's just one of the traps that labels literally try to set in every single one of their contracts to try to get over on you. This book literally breaks down everything you need to know so you could walk into these types of meetings with actual confidence and not worry about getting screwed over by the major labels or distributors. So get it, read it, and protect yourself.
And I'm telling you, as an artist, you got to get hip. Why wouldn't you? When since the 80s, artists been getting finessed. They walk in that label, sign that deal, celebrate, and that's the last time they celebrate. They be thinking, I made it. Whole time, you're not going to make any money. You played yourself. And the execs, A&Rs, they prey on the dumb artists, honestly. They know that most musicians know nothing other than how to make music. They don't know the business, even though they want to get involved in the record business. Artists come in there without a lawyer or use the label's lawyer. As soon as you use that label lawyer, got you. They don't have your best interests. They're on the label side, not yours, crazy man. Trust me, the labels know when they dealing with a airhead. They know when they're going to come up. They going to offer you a bogus deal and you take it. They already won. No negotiating, no nothing. Artists not even reading the contract. It's crazy work. I ain't gonna lie to you. But look, these are a few reasons that the artists are broke, y'all. If y'all want to see more of these videos, let me know. I might got another one coming in the chamber. If you haven't checked out the original of this video, then it's gonna be linked at the end of this. Check that one out as well. Gave some game in that one also. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Once again, it's your brother YT. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace to my Hebrew fam. Shalom.